What's gotten into you, Scarlet?
Mother was right about you.
Ever since I brought you back, you've become very spoiled. The Scarlet I spent my life with would smile at me no matter what happened and wouldn't dare talk back to me or anyone else. I'm telling you, Scarlet, you will just lose your value if you don't end this behavior of yours any sooner. What's gotten into you, Andrew? When will you be able to balance between relationships? And the Scarlet you speak of, if you want her back, then become deserving of her first, because you are the one who killed her. You lost her from your own mistakes. Andrew, when a seed is sown to grow a plant, you have to take proper care of it so it doesn't wilt. It needs the warmth of the sun, it needs water so the soil doesn't dry out, and it needs fresh air to be able to breathe. Even the slightest bit of carelessness, or the excessive amount of something, can put its life at stake and can kill it. At first, it would seem normal to you, but as time passes it will get discoloration and then die later on as the final stage approaches. But you, Andrew, forget this part. You didn't even do anything for her, and if you did, then it was for your own purposes. You made me the moon with no glow at night, because the moon we all see glows from the warmth of the sun behind, but you were never with me. Do you still want me to smile at every hurtful moment? Was the Andrew filled with guilt, the you who apologized to me, a lie? An illusion? Are you finally done with your philosophy? Okay, Scarlet, I understand what you mean, and that I was on my knees to bring you back on that day, but does it give you the right to mention it up in front of me and mock me like that? Instead of backing me up, appreciating me for my efforts, you are talking to me in this manner? And have you never in all these years done something wrong? My voice begins to shake from his indifferent behavior and tone. Mock you? All I'm doing is trying to get an answer from you, trying to give you an understanding of myself. Appreciate you for your efforts? Did you ever appreciate me? And how can I, when you never gave me the chance to? You changed colors within seconds, in the blink of an eye. And yes, I made many mistakes. I shouldn't have given my unconditional love and care to you so carelessly. I shouldn't have blinded myself to earn your love. I shouldn't have shed tears for you, thinking you might love me someday. I shouldn't have trusted you. And I shouldn't have given you the Scarlet from before, ever. Had I been careful, things would have been different by now. I bloody regret it every day. It's my fault for loving you, but what could I do? This wife couldn't control her pure heart. Mind your words, Scarlet. I'm your husband, not just a random person you can talk this way to. If your parents were to find out how rude and undisciplined their beloved daughter is, they wouldn't be able to take the pressure. At least have mercy on them. Do I work hard on my job every day to be insulted by you? Do I support your retired father and take care of their needs just so you, a spoiled daughter, can fill my life with antipathy? Listen up, Scarlet. If you ever argue with me, my mother, or my sister like this again, I will stop giving them this favor. And if you ask me any questions of doubt between me and Charlotte, or doubt my mother's intentions, then if my mother asks me to marry her, I will, and then you can say all you want. Also, it is my right to have more than one wife. Make sure to prepare for tonight's dinner. When you love someone, you also value and respect the people around them. Show me that you know the meaning of that. I'm leaving for work now, and I hope you won't let me down. Are you threatening me now? Think as you like.
Goodbye.
Does it really not bother you what I think, Andrew? Do I really mean so little to you? My head is hurting from holding my tears in for so long, so I get to work for distraction. Why am I working instead of getting fresh air? Well, even the air in this area feels like poisonous smoke to me, and if I were to step out for even a minute, mother-in-law or Amalia would make my nerves bleed. As I do the dusting, I hear the voice of my crying heart saying, if only I could dust out my life as well. A few minutes later, the house is clean. Why am I not saying my house is clean? Well, it was never my home, so how could I be a part of it? I go to the kitchen to prepare for night. Why am I doing this? Well, I don't have much of a choice, do I? And my parents have always prioritized their parents over themselves. I can't let them get involved and risk their life. They already have poor health. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have endured everything I have until now. As I cut the onions, I remember how Andrew responded to a cut on my finger. Where is your mind at? Are you trying to feed us bacterial food? We could get very sick, you know. wash everything again after putting on a bandage. He wouldn't pay attention to the cut on my finger, but suddenly would worry about himself and his family. All he could do at that moment was embarrass me with that disgusted look on his face. As I stir in the hot pot of deliciously boiling aromatic curry my mom taught me how to make, I'm reminded of the memories of my life in the village with my parents before we moved to this city filled with the smell of cigarettes and people in modern dress with a fake smile. I spent my childhood there before moving here. I would dance in the greenery, inhale the fresh smell of flowers, freshly grown fruits, grass, and everything a part of nature, and do farming with my mom and dad. We would walk hand in hand all the way back to our home, the definition of harmony, love, joy, and true happiness. The villagers were the symbols of care. We would share our food with our neighbors and share the flavors, share our happiness together, and be there for one another in sad or hard times. We all were sensitive to each other. I still remember how I would collect fallen flowers and bring them home, hoping they would live, giving them water and sunlight. Ah, that's right, the sun. The sun was always there for us. It was so hot there, we would sweat from time to time, but the fun part was when we sat together and talked over our challenges of the day with each other over lunch. Me and my mom watched the sunrise together as Dad rested from doing all that work earning money. Ah, it felt so otherworldly. If I think about my life now and then, I would also treat injured animals just as birds and rabbits with my dad. I miss those days, I really miss those days. I wish I could go back to that time. Mom and Dad would always pray for my long life and tell me to be the happiest girl in the world and say, "You are our treasure, our precious jewel, even better than a diamond. You're priceless. Make sure not to lose this big bright smile, and make sure not to lose the glow of these eyes. We love you so much, dear." It wets my eyes to think of their advice, but now those city folks have ruined the village life, invading our precious nature with their modern minds. I wish I could live that harmonious, sweet life over again, with just me, Mom, and Dad. Now that I think about it, it's almost time to pick Leo from kindergarten. There is still some time before Rosalind gets free from school, so I'll pick Leo up first.